Happy morning. I have got a question today, and I'm going to take up that question as a part of life lesson. As I answer that question, in a follow up to that question, if you have another question, message in the chat box. Or if you have another question, you may still message in the chat box. In the last 10 minutes of today's life lesson, I'll speak with you about how we are going to bring in some variety in life lessons in the coming times. Today is the last life lesson of January. From Feb, I want to bring in some new things in life lessons. So what will those things be? I will discuss with you somewhere towards the end of today's life lesson. The question that has come is, and let me read out that question to you. A person pretends to be your well-wisher and your best friend. That person is the best friend of your enemy also. How to judge such a person? There are times in life when we are hurt by someone, we are disappointed by someone, or someone has exploited us. Our loved ones know about it, and yet when we find that our loved ones are having a very deep, meaningful, intense relationship with that person who has hurt us the most, how do we deal with that situation? Hence the question is, how do I judge that person? The question which comes after this is, can I ever be intimate with this person who is pretending to me my best friend? I think it's a very, very practical question. And now and then some of us would have gone through this kind of a struggle. So before I venture into my answer, I would like to know from you, what are your thoughts on this? For your sake, let me repeat the question. There are essentially two questions here. A person pretends to be your best friend. He is the best friend of your enemy also. This is the scenario. A person pretends to be your best friend, and they are using the word pretend because they think the other person is pretending. Question number one, how do I judge such a person? And question number two, can I ever be intimate with this person? So let me give you an example from the people who are there live, whose cameras are on. Let's say me and Rajesh Rathod are very close to each other. We have a great relationship. We talk about many things in life. Now, I share with Rajesh how Sharma ji did something so wrong It has broken my heart. How Sharmaji did something which is completely unethical. How Sharmaji did not think about the welfare of the entire fraternity, and he was very selfish. And how Sharmaji has spoken bad about me multiple times in various platforms. I share all this with Rajesh. Rajesh can see what I have gone through. Rajesh knows what I have gone through. And tomorrow, without telling me, Rajesh becomes very close to Sharmaji. And he tells Sharmaji, you are my leader, I am going to follow you. And Rajesh always tells me, Naren, you are my best friend. Now, in this scenario, how do I look at Rajesh? Can I ever be intimate with Rajesh now? If he knows that Sharmaji has hurt me and done so much bad to me, and yet if he is developing a very deep relationship with Sharmaji, how do I look at this scenario? This question has been asked by a very dear life scholar who stays in a place called Sangola. And she has been very disturbed because of a few experiences like this which has happened in the immediate past. So, what do you think should be done? What is your advice to our darling life scholar who is not able to handle somebody who pretends to be my best friend is the best friend of my enemy also? How do I deal with this situation? Has anybody here gone through something like this? Where you were very close to a person and then somebody has very badly hurt you, and those two are ekdam jigri now. So, how do you deal with it? Yes, Harshad, please go ahead.
The example you have said, the Sharmaji and that example. So unless I have Sharmaji is doing something wrong, so that Rajesh is coming disturbing with. So my relation is disturbing with Rajesh. Then it is a question of matter. Otherwise, I will not look what Rajesh and Sharmaji is doing.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
that way the situation I will take initially.
Okay, very wise, very, very deep and very, very wise. Anybody else? Would you like to give it a shot? Yes, Jiggy?
Happy morning.
Happy morning, darling.
I feel Rajesh is getting close to Sharmaji because he wants to tell Sharmaji what wrong he's doing. So maybe there's a possibility that Rajesh is not wrong. He's going closer to Sharmaji so that he can freely express and maybe make things good between you and Sharmaji.
That's another perspective.
Let this not happen in future. Maybe there can be a thought. Thank you.
So you believe Rajesh can influence Sharmaji?
Yes, by getting close to him only.
By getting close to him. Okay, fair enough. Anybody else? Would you like to give it a shot? Come on, all of you are wise people. You must be having a perspective. I want you to think and I want you to suggest. It's a complicated issue. It's a highly emotional issue. It is not something as simple as my customer is also buying from my competitor. It's not about transactions. It's about best friend, where there is so much trust, so much emotional investment.
Naren,
Yes.
I would like to give a shot.
Yes, Vikas.
Basically, since you gave an example about friend, but I have gone through this in a relationship also. That actually I cannot keep that relationship away also. That experience is a lot of time. But how I have handled when I was immature, to be very frank with you, I could relate with issue based. वो चीज पे अपना पट्टा नहीं है, वो इशू नहीं लेना, जिससे अपनी बात आगे बढ़ सकती, उसी पे बात रिलेशनशिप आगे बढ़ाना. That was my first approach. And second thing, as I learned in life lesson also, कि value based, हर person का value अलग अलग होता है. With that understanding, I can gather my peace and I can still continue in that relationship. And third thing is, something that I did in the past may have hurt my friend, or may have unknowingly I may have gone through that experience. And because of that relationship, with that understanding, because my peace is important to me, it's a very crucial point, and so I could handle it. But it takes time at times. Awareness कम पड़ता है, तो but that approach works. But it's a long term. It's not that easy to go through that experience.
Yeah, it's not easy to go through that detachment or something like that. No?
Yes.
Okay, so I am not looking at the chats. I want to listen to your voice. I want to feel that we are all together as friends talking. So I'm not even looking at the chat box because I think some answers or suggestions are coming in the chat box. Preeti, darling?
Let me first share that 2-3 things are there. Very first is thinking about our dear friend, like he is closer to someone or she is closer to someone. So it is like possessiveness, and as you told many times that it can be a part of my ego also.
Correct.
That I am thinking like this. If that person is very important for me, so you have told us that by any method you have to try that the person should be with you. And by doing all the attempts, if I am not getting the success in that particular thing, then I have to distance from that person. But from my side, 100% I'll be giving. If I'm not getting 100%, it's okay. I'll accept it, because as Vikas Bhaiya told that my peace of mind is important. And if I am a growth oriented person, definitely I will take it as I will accept it and I'll move ahead. That is what I feel about this.
Wow, beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. I love the ego angle that you bring in.
Yeah.
Love the ego angle that you bring in.
Exactly. And everywhere I am experiencing it, that if I'll keep my ego aside, now I will not getting hurt anywhere. Whether it is relationship, friendship, workplace, at my home. I'm free of everything.
Beautiful.
The second part is little bit difficult, but the first part is actually, if my friend is pretending to be the best friend of mine, pretend actually as the best, but I have my own criteria to define my best friend.
Acha, okay.
So the main is actually my perceptions toward the best friend can keep on changing. So definitely I should be very mature enough to define who is my best friend. So if someone is pretending that is actually a best friend, let him pretend. The relationship with me should not get disturbed at all. As Harshad said very well, actually I have also gone through the such phase long back, but because of maybe in between regular meditation process, purified myself in a different way. Initially I used to get the irritation, even someone is referring his name also.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, actually, absolutely long year back, actually, I am absolutely composed. not get irritated, frustrated at all.
Wow.
Maybe even if he's actually, I'm so much ready, even if that person is actually in front of me, I will be absolutely composed. That is my determination.
Wow. Wow. Super.
But the second part is actually how I can be ever intimated with that pretending friend. Pour my all ups and downs and best and maybe my ideas. I will keep that relations actually as a well-wisher only. I will be well-wisher for him. Thinking about me, whether he is planning some Shadayantra for me, I will not bother about that. I will keep my ideas with myself. Maybe I will pour it with. So that way, actually, I will maintain the relationship with. I should not bother about how he is closely with someone else.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Tahir bhai?
Happy morning, Naren.
Happy morning.
I've understood one thing, that if the person is there such, he is finding a double role. Having relation with me and having relation with somebody else also. And talking too. But till that time he is not disturbing my peace, why I should just bother? I will not close the door and go. Because today or tomorrow maybe I need him. If I have just shut the door, then I may not be able to make contact with him. So whatever is there, let him continue his way. Let me continue my way. Hi, bye, see you, love you. That will continue. I will not break relation. That I'll maintain a little distance, but I'll not break a relation, because I don't know what that person will be tomorrow, what he is tomorrow. I'm not aware about it. So that can go ahead in the life.
Super. Rashida Ben, you were saying something?
Here I remember from life school you said, love all, need none. Bring yourself to that point, and I agree with Tahir Bhai that you stay neutral in the sense that no bad mouthing, and do not disclose whatever is close to your heart, but maintain the relationship with your so-called best friend. Just observe how things go. And we try to continue in life independent of dependency on that best friend, so that it does not disturb you.
Okay, beautiful. So very practical ways to handle it based on personal experiences. And hence there is so much depth in every sharing that has been done. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this. I will share a few of my thoughts which will attempt to sum up what we have been discussing so far. And then in case you have a question, we will take the question ahead. So just hold on. Vijay is over here and Vijay wants to share. I will listen to Vijay and I'll sum up his sharing with all of you. Yes, darling.
Then when we look at the enemy, and let's say the friend of mine is common, and he's looking at the enemy more powerful, and he has got his interest there. So he's taking that it's okay, he's there, but as long as that I'll just handle him, there is nothing affecting, but I'll get more from him. So the possibility that he is there. So when other part to get intimate, so I should become more powerful, or then I should have more powerful circle. So let us ignore such type of.
Super. What Vijay is saying is, Naren, if your best friend has gone to somebody else and is being intimate there, it means they are very powerful, and this best friend of yours expects to benefit a lot from that association. So if you want to think about it, you can think about it this way. Your best friend in the company of that powerful person will become better. So तुमको फायदा होगा. Second, you can take it as a personal cue for yourself to become very powerful in times to come. So Vijay says he would process that experience in this way. Beautiful, very, very beautiful. Now let me share some of my thoughts. I see a lot of wisdom in every sharing, because I believe all that you have shared has come on the basis of personal experiences and how you have dealt with this kind of a situation in your life. So whether it is Jignesh, whether it is Vikas, whether it is Tahir Bhai, whether it is Rashida, whether it is Swapniriti, whether it is Vijay, I think all of them have spoken based on personal experiences of their life. Let's go a step back to think about why this is difficult. All of us unanimously agree that it is a very difficult situation to handle. It's not a simple, straightforward situation to handle. What is difficult? When I am investing my intellectual capacity on something, even there to withdraw or to see myself as a failure is a difficult task. So yesterday we were having a session on Berry, on business. One of the participants is this guy called Vinay. Vinay is shifting from one business to the other, or rather he's thinking about shifting from one business to the other. Right now Vinay is in pharmacy distributorship and he wants to move into construction. So he was asking me, Naren, should I shift? I said, if you're an ambitious guy who wants to grow phenomenally, then shifting may be a good idea. In pharmacy business, there is some limitation. But in construction business, it is limitless. तो जा सकता है. Vinay immediately said, but Naren, मैंने 8 साल दिया है इस बिजनेस को. No, he is not in love with pharmacy business. He doesn't enjoy his pharmacy business. He is dissatisfied with his pharmacy business. And yet, when he has to think about shifting, he thinks about the effort which went in nurturing or building that business. Hence, he finds it difficult to say, even if the other option is better, यहाँ इतना टाइम दिया है ना, तो मैं आगे कैसे निकलूं? Earlier, I've also heard Swapnil also mention the same thing. मैंने इस चीज को इतना टाइम दिया है, इसको मैं छोड़ के आगे कैसे बढ़ूं? So even if the other option looks beautiful, because I've invested my mind in something, looks like it is difficult to leave. Now on top of my mind, if I've also invested my emotions, if I've gone out of my way and helped a person, if I have been there whenever they needed me, on a single phone call, if I have not seen time on my watch and it is 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the night, I've still met that person and attempted to solve whatever is the complication they have in life. And that is why I see them as my best friend. And we have had some glorious times together. We have laughed together. We have dined together. Maybe we have traveled together. Now, in all these, a lot of emotions are invested. And that person, where a lot of emotions have been invested, if that person goes to my, for the want of a better word in this context, let's use the word enemy, somebody who has attempted to harm me in my life. Only intellectual investment, it is difficult to move on. Intellectual plus emotional investment. And that is where the struggle happens. That is where the heart breaks. That is where you start questioning relationships. अगली बार किसी और के ऊपर इतना इन्वेस्ट करने का है क्या? So this is one part of the puzzle. I'm just going to put out the pieces of the puzzles first. Then we'll talk about what can be done. Vijay Rathi is here, so let me mention that in the pharmacy business, there is something called symptomatic treatment. बरोबर ना सर? What is, I was taking endorsement from the boss. He's the boss of pharmacy, so I had better confirm with him. What is symptomatic treatment? You go to a pharmacy store and you just tell them कि headache है. And he gives you one medicine. ये तो सिर दुख रहा है क्या? ठीक है, ये खा लो. सर कौन सा मेडिसिन? Paracetamol. This is any paracetamol tablet. I didn't tell the headache is because I have not slept for the last 2 nights. Because I was working till 4 a.m. and then I got up at 6 a.m. because some things have to be done. I didn't say the headache is because of the large noise I was exposed to when I went for a factory visit. I didn't say this headache is because I was out there in the sun the whole day. उसकी वजह से सिर चढ़ गया. I didn't say the headache is because of the bad health that I am having and so much medicines that I am having. If he had known this background or anyone of this background, he may have realized in some cases medicine is not even required, just sleep is required. In some cases, count your blessing will work. In some case, one good shower with one good shower gel or one good soap will work. And in some case, maybe good food will work. Paracetamol का जरूरत ही नहीं है. Now, symptomatic treatment means I look at a symptom and I take a decision कि क्या देने का है. I do not analyze the pieces of the puzzle. All of you spoke based on your experience. And taking off from your experience, let me see if we can define some puzzles. So piece number 1 of the puzzle is, even intellectual investment looks difficult to withdraw from when there is intellectual plus emotional investment. The difficulty gets compounded. The difficulty increases. So when you are going through something as troubling as I'm close to somebody and that person is close to my enemy, first of all, be a little peaceful with your own negative emotions. If you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling even frustrated, why frustrated? Even if you're feeling angry, it's very natural. It is okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you bad. It just shows how much that person meant to you and how much that enemy, whatever they did, has hurt you. So it's okay. This is one piece of the puzzle. Second piece of the puzzle. Somebody may have this fear that my best friend is going to get hurt today or tomorrow. Second fear, my best friend might be misled and therefore he might end up in a losing bargain. This is another piece of the puzzle. I'm angry and upset not only because my best friend has gone to my enemy, and angry and upset, what if that person once again finds a bakra and somebody else is exploited and that person happens to be close to me? Well, how can I just witness it and leave it? So if Anil has had business dealings with someone and Anil has been cheated in that business dealing, tomorrow if he sees Naren is going for a business dealing with that person. So point number one is Anil was cheated, Naren knows about it. Why is Naren going to that person again? Second is, अरे नरेन मैंने नुकसान किया है ना, आपका भी नुकसान होगा, मतलब क्यों जा रहे हो वहां पे? This is the second piece of the puzzle. Where my hurt and anger is I want to shake that person and say, भाई तेरे को मालूम नहीं है क्या? जो मेरे साथ हुआ तेरे साथ भी हो सकता है ना, क्यों कर रहा है तू? That is the second piece of the puzzle. And we are talking about best friends here. We are not talking about am I some person. We are talking about best friends. Third piece of the puzzle. Very beautifully said by Vijay. I am not able to give something which my best friend needs. And that is why he is going to somebody else. It is making me feel I am not good enough. So I go to Vikas Bhandari showroom and I want some accessories for my car. And I've been doing that since I've known Vikas. I've not gone to any other shop to buy anything which Vikas can sell. I wouldn't go to any other shop to buy anything which is there with Anil. अरे ये अपनी दुकान है, अपना परिवार है, मैं कहीं और क्यों जाऊं? But then one day, Vikas sees me in another car accessory store and that person has cheated Vikas earlier. So first Vikas is angry, Naren वहां क्यों गए? Second piece is नरेन के साथ को भी वो गलत माल देगा और नरेन का नुकसान होगा. Third piece of the puzzle is, यार उनके पास कुछ ऐसा माल है क्या जो अपने पास नहीं है? Maybe Naren wanted car accessories worth about 1 lakh rupees for his car. और हमारे पास जो कार एक्सेसरीज है वो तो सब लगा दो तो भी 30,000 से ज्यादा का बिल नहीं बनेगा. Maybe that fellow will talk very sweetly and chipkaw some items. And I won't do that. I will tell Naren कि नरेन ये मत लो. So उसके पास ऐसा कुछ है क्या जो मेरे पास नहीं है, जिसके लिए उसको जरूरत पड़ गई, नरेन को जरूरत पड़ गई उसके पास जाने की. Third piece of the puzzle. what is it that they have which I am not able to give? And this leads to an introspection. This requires my ego to be low and a desire for me to be a better person tomorrow. Then Vikas will do an analysis and find out वो रेंज अपने को रखने का कि नहीं रखने का. Then Vikas might find ये 40,000 का एक्सेसरीज है, 6-8 महीने में खराब हो जाएगा. मैं अपने क्लाइंट को तो नहीं बेचेगा, क्योंकि मैं सिर्फ पैसे के लिए धंधा नहीं करेगा. I want to give value for money. So if they are able to sell for 40,000, ठीक है, that's their choice. But I am not going to do that. I am not going to do that. That's his choice. Or Vikas will choose, I think going by the trends, these things have to be kept. And he'll expand his range. One of the two will happen. But for that he'll have to find out क्या उनको मिल रहा है जो मैं नहीं दे पा रहा. Third piece. The fourth piece is extremely critical and often goes under the radar. So there are totally 5 pieces. This is the fourth piece. What is the fourth piece? My best friend has a deep longing. And I may not be indulging that longing. For example, my best friend may have a deep need for appreciation. Maybe a deep need to impress others. Maybe a deep need for people to look at him and say, wow. And maybe I am not doing that. In other words, I am not pampering his longings. And a part of his longing can be pampering of ego. So when Naren is coming to Bhakti cars, Vikas is not saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, who has come to my shop? Oh my God, I can't believe my day. Oh my God. He's not doing all this drama. In fact, he is with a client, so he will tell, as he looks at me, Naren, मैं client को पटा के 10 मिनट में आऊं, तब तक मैं आपके लिए चाय भेजता. And I tell him, अरे चाय बाद में पियेंगे, साथ में पियेंगे. So he says, ठीक है. And he becomes busy with the client. To him, Naren घर के आदमी है. बरोबर ना विकास? मतलब घर का हो ना? So Vikas says, Naren तो अपना ही है. मेरे पिताजी भी आते थे, मैं क्लाइंट के साथ रहता था, तो मैं थोड़े ना क्लाइंट को छोड़ के पापा के पास बैठूंगा. मैं भावसा को भी यही बोलता था. He calls his father भावसा. भावसा पटाने आए. And भावसा would say, हाँ कोई बात नहीं. And भावसा would tour the shop, look everything is right or not. कहीं गंदगी है तो ऑफिस बॉय को बुला के बोलते थे इधर गंदा क्यों है. And maybe another salesman is there, he saying माल बिक रहा है कि नहीं बिक रहा है, क्या माल बिक रहा है बताओ, मार्जिन मिल रहा है कि नहीं, तुम लोग काम पे आ रहे हो कि छुट्टी ज्यादा मार रहे हो, अच्छा विकास बरोबर काम कर रहा है कि नहीं. Once a father, always a father. Even if Vikas becomes 75 years old, his father will still ask, बरोबर काम कर रहा है कि नहीं. बच्चे लोग ना आजकल, he's 75 years old, but बापू will remain the बापू. And in 10-15 minutes वो पूरा एकदम जन्म पत्री निकाल देगा कि कैसा चल रहा है भक्ति का. And then Vikas comes. Papa has 5 questions to ask him. या विकास वो माल वो बोल रहा था 6 महीने से बिका नहीं, फिर वो रैक में क्यों रखा, वो वापस क्यों नहीं भेज दिया? Now this is how somebody who is an apna will behave. But let's say I have gone there only to get pampered and my ego should be taken to another level. And Vikas says, Narendra, 10 minute mein aaya. And let's say it is 17 minutes, 18 minutes and Vikas has not come. It's not that Vikas is ignoring me, but Vikas is busy with the client and he has to take care of the client. And let's say I get offended. 10 मिनट बोल के 17 मिनट वेट कराया मेरे को. ठीक है, दुकान का नाम भक्ति का अर्थ है, भक्ति नहीं है. And like that, I will gently leave that place and tell Vikas I will come later on. But I have decided never to step into the store again. My need was not friendship. My need was not love. My need was not I am going to see my well-wisher. My need was to get my ego pampered. And Vikas could not do that. Vikas could not anticipate my need. And therefore, I decided to go to another store. उधर थोड़ा ज्यादा भी खर्चा हो जाएगा तो चलेगा, लेकिन मैं विकास से नहीं लेगा. और वहां पे तो मेरे को सैंडविच खिलाता है, समोसा खिलाता है. And he gives me exactly the pampering that I wanted. Listen. I had certain needs. He could not understand my needs. But I am like a person who wants it. I mean, I want pink color. I have red, I ask you for white, you can't give me white, but I want pink color. So I'll go to somebody who will give me a white color, mix it with my red, make pink, because that is what I wanted. There is something they wanted. And Vikas could not give. Now, what they wanted is good or bad, right or wrong, is not important. What is important is they wanted something. I wanted the right headlights, Vikas did not have it. So I went to somebody else. So a very humbling thought is, they had a need that I could not fulfill. As a result of which, they went somewhere else. Very simple. Very, very simple. Otherwise, why would somebody leave you and go? Whenever somebody leaves you and goes, you can assume they had certain needs that you were not able to fulfill. Again, I'm not speaking about good and bad, I'm not speaking about right and wrong, I'm speaking about just this word called needs. My need was a bigger range and maybe I did not get it. I go to a jeweler, I get the range that I want, I buy something from there. So every time I want to buy jewelry, I will go to Jyoti Chand Bhai Chand Jewelers. I'll either call Mukul or I'll call Swapnil and I say, "Tum log ho kya? Hum log aa rahe hain." So now there are two possibilities, and listen to this. Possibility number one, JBJ मेरी दुकान है, मेरे को कुछ सोना खरीदना है क्या, चांदी खरीदना है क्या, उसके पास जो होगा उसी में से मैं कुछ खरीदूंगा. मेरे को कहीं और जाके खरीदने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि ये मेरी दुकान है। मेरे को फिर भी कुछ चाहिए, मैं उसको बोलूंगा, स्वप्निल या मुकुल, मेरे को ये चाहिए, मेरे को ये तुम ला के दो, लेकिन मैं किसी और दुकान में नहीं जाऊं। दी अदर इज, मेरे को नहीं पसंद आया, भारती को आंखों आंख में देखा, भारती ने मेरे को देखा, ठीक है चलो आज मन नहीं हो रहा है, हम लोग बाद में कभी देखेंगे, एंड फ्रॉम देयर गो टू अनदर स्टोर एंड बाय समथिंग दैट यू वांट। नाउ the fifth piece, the expectation that we have in intimate relationships is, जो मेरे पास है वो ले, या जो चाहिए वो मांग। जो मेरे पास है वो ले, या जो चाहिए वो मांग। So let's say I started running and I want shorts. I go to Anil, I go to Shakti Sports, and I tell him, Anil, मेरे को shorts चाहिए, बताओ ना। Anil shows me shorts 800, 1000, 1200, 1500, 2000, 2500. And he says, नरेन ये लो आप 2500 वाला, Nike का है, मस्त है, इनर ऐसा है, ये है वो, and he explains to me why this is a brilliant short. And in my mind what is going on is, यार अपने को तो 300 रुपए वाला चाहिए, और ये मेरा पड़ोसी ना वो डिकैथलॉन से लेके आया 300 रुपए में। Now this becomes the test of intimacy. I should be able to look at Anil and say, Anil, Nike का कभी और खरीदूंगा, मेरे को ना 300 रुपए में एक 3-4 शॉर्ट्स चाहिए, तो एकदम फ्री हो, कैसा भी मटेरियल हो, मेरे को चलेगा। अगर 300 के रेंज में मिलेगा क्या, कोई जल्दी नहीं है, 15 दिन में दो, 10 दिन में दो। जब डीकेथलॉन वाला कहीं से लाके खरीद के बेच सकता है, उसका भी ओवरहेड्स है, वो भी कमा रहा है, तो हमारी दुकान में क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? बिल्कुल मिलेगा। तो या तो मेरी नियत ऐसी होनी चाहिए, एंड दिस इज द एक्सपेक्टेशन दैट वी हैव इन इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप्स। नरेन आपको क्या चाहिए, आप बोलो ना, मैं ला के दूंगा। दैट इज व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्ट। बट इफ आई गो समवेयर एल्स without even saying this is what I wanted, I find it difficult to accept. यार अपनापन नहीं था क्या? अनिल will think नरेन ने बोला क्यों नहीं? Maybe it didn't show to me, saying नरेन को मेरे को सिर्फ अच्छा क्वालिटी दे। And then if I say 300, नरेन he will say 300 बहुत महंगा है, एक 240 की एक रेंज है, आपको दिखाने की इच्छा नहीं थी, मैं दिखाता हूं ना आपको। मैं तो फिर भी बोलूंगा मत लो। And I see those shorts and I like those shorts, and I might buy those shorts, but Anil might still say, नरेन ये आपके लायक नहीं। And I trust him, so I will say, सिर्फ रनिंग के लिए शॉर्ट्स चाहिए, जो आपको ठीक लगता है मेरे को दे दो। वो जो देंगे मैं लूंगा, क्योंकि जितना मैं सोचूंगा उससे ज्यादा वो सोचेंगे। मैं क्यों दिमाग लगाऊं? दिस इज व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्ट इन द इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप, एंड दिस इज व्हाट अनिल वुड आल्सो एक्सपेक्ट इन अ इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप। This is the test and a proof of an intimate relationship. Because if this honesty and transparency does not exist, then it's a decent relationship, it's a good relationship. It is not an intimate relationship. It's a fun relationship. It's a time pass relationship. और संडे मॉर्निंग कोई तो चाहिए नाश्ता करने के लिए, चलो हम लोग साथ में जाते हैं, हंसी मजाक करते हैं, we'll pull each other's legs. But that doesn't make it an intimate relationship. I wouldn't call it as a best friend. So sometimes we think if we have laughed together with someone or if we have shared some good moments with someone, it means we are intimate. If they have shared something about their life with me, if I have shared something about my life with them, intimate. No, intimate wo nahi. They shared something about their life with me. They were in moments where they were vulnerable. They had to share with somebody whom they can trust. Trust and intimacy are two different things. I trust the watchman of my building, but I am not intimate with him. I may be very intimate with my parents, but I may not trust my father on some things. So they are two different things. I may not tell the complications of my working to my mother because she will start getting stressed or she will increase her puja thinking that is going to help me. So I don't trust her ability to handle some situations, but I am very intimate with her. They're two different things. But in a best friend kind of a relationship, I will have trust and intimacy both. मेरे को दोनों चाहिए. And with some of you over here, I have that relationship. I am very, very intimate with you. I will say things which I feel like on your face. And both Anil and Vikas, since I am saying their names, have seen it happen so often. And in public, there are times when I have dressed down Vikas, saying I am very dissatisfied with what you are doing. Right in public, in front of everybody. I have taken many liberties with some of you. Many liberties. And I also know I can trust you blindly. मतलब सोचने की जरूरत नहीं. I don't have to process. I just can. Best friend is a relationship where intimacy and trust both exists. And if the heart somebody sees somebody as a best friend, trouble is the other person did not see it the same way. Hence the gap. मेरे को कुछ भी इंश्योरेंस कराना पड़े, मैं तो सिद्धू को ही बोलता है. You know, we have Naresh, and Naresh is a very, very dear life schooler. And he's been there for years together. It's not a new relationship, very intimate relationship. Completely trustworthy also. But when the policies are being handled by Sidhu, I wouldn't give the policy to anybody else. Because it all started with him, so it's continuing with him. Trust and intimacy. When the expectations have a mismatch, that is when today or tomorrow a slip happens. So the fifth piece is intimacy. Intimacy and trust. Anybody remembers all the 5 pieces? Ritesh would have noted it down. Ritesh, bata one by one, and then I'll move towards closure.
The first one is being peaceful with my negative emotions.
Absolutely.
Second is making aware, don't go there. I may have confused here in the second one.
Completely.
Third one, I am not able to give something which my best friend needs. That's why he or she is going somewhere else.
Yes.
Fourth one would be whatever I take or ask, whatever I have to take, ask for what you need. And then intimacy and trust.
Does anybody know point number 2 and 4? Anybody took notes?
The fourth one is whatever I want, ask for it.
Which is what intimacy is about.
Here was one point.
Yes, so Sai would have something. Yes, Sai.
The fourth one was my friend has some needs which I am not able to has some longings and emotional needs like ego getting pampered and all. So I am not going to fulfill that. So my friend is going to someone else.
So tell me the first 4, all 5. Sai. The first point is I am comfortable with my negative emotions. It's okay. It is very natural. Second point is the way I was hurt, you might get hurt. So I have some fear. The way I was exploited, you might get exploited, is my second fear. So first is I didn't like it. Second is you will go through something similar. Third is
self-introspecting. What does he want and what I could not give to him.
Okay, so this is point number 4. Point number 3 is they had some need and their needs got fulfilled. It doesn't make a difference which is third and fourth. But let's say for the sake of discussion, the fourth point is need to introspect to find out what is it that I couldn't provide. Do I want to give or not give? And which is the fifth point?
And the fifth point is again intimacy and trust.
Intimacy and trust. These are 5 pieces of the puzzle. Now, what is the best way to... Are all of us on the same page?
Yes.
सबको 5 पॉइंट समझ में आए कि 1-2 समझ में आए, बाकी सब एकदम डब्बा गोल है? So I'm comfortable knowing that these are natural emotions. I'm scared my loved one will get exploited. I understand my loved one had a need which I was not able to fulfill. I will introspect and find out where is it that I need to become better, more powerful, etc., etc. And the fifth is, I was expecting intimacy and trust, and that does not become a part of everybody's character. I will not buy anything from Shakti Sports, that's my character. I will not go to anybody but Vikas for my car accessories, that's my character. I I will not go to anybody else than Sidhu for my insurance. That's my character. I will not go to anybody else for medicine but Vijay. That's my character. For me, intimacy and trust happens together. मैं दूसरे किसी के पास नहीं जाएगा. But if I expect the same from somebody else, they may not have this. They might say that I want many options. They might say, ठीक है 50% विजय से ले, 50% किसी और से ले. They might say, थोड़ा ज्वेलरी स्वप्निल से ले, लेकिन थोड़ा किसी और से भी ले. They might say, स्पोर्ट्स में लेने का है क्या? आधा चीज शक्ति स्पोर्ट्स से खरीदते हैं, आधा कहीं और से खरीदेंगे. हमको ना ऑप्शन चाहिए, हमको ना हमारे लिए ना सब दरवाजे खुले होने चाहिए. But somebody like me might say, क्यों? I have one wife. No other door is open, no other option. And with that one wife, I'm extremely blessed and very happy. That's my nature. हमको इधर उधर मुंह नहीं मारना है, हमको इधर उधर सोचना भी नहीं. And that's how you build a solid team. You can't have a backup option for a person and build a solid team. You build a team with trust and intimacy, which is binding all of us together. इसको बोलते हैं ना, if you say jump, I should be able to jump, knowing fully well, तुमने कुछ प्रबंध किया होगा, मेरे को लगेगा नहीं चोट. Somebody else may not have the same approach. So very, very clearly, your best friend does not have that approach. I will never deal with somebody who's hurt my darlings. कितना भी मेरे को फायदा क्यों नहीं? If somebody has hurt Monica, I might maintain a social relationship with that person. कहीं मिला तो hello, hi, कैसा है? But I am not going to call that person and attempt to develop a relationship. Chance ही नहीं. Chance ही नहीं. If somebody has hurt Rajesh, मैं अपने फायदे के लिए कभी भी उससे व्यवहार नहीं करेगा. नहीं करेगा. मेरे को हक नहीं है तुमको तकलीफ देने का. अगर मेरे उस काम से राजेश को चोट पहुंचे, मैं वो क्यों करूं? उसके बिना मेरा चलेगा नहीं क्या? If somebody says something bad about Iris, I am not going to say वो आयरिस और उसका पर्सनल है, मेरा तो उसके संग बहुत अच्छा पड़ता है. What nonsense! वो आयरिस के बारे में बुरा बोलती है. आयरिस इज लाइक माई मदर. मैं कैसे सुन के लेगा? और उसके संग मैं रिलेशनशिप क्यों डेवलप करूंगा? क्यों? जरूरत क्या है? Now that is my nature. I will not be selfish and say मेरे को जो चाहिए वो मिल रहा है ना, वो उनका आपस का मामला है, मैं उसमें यार I will maintain good relationship with everybody. I can't do that. I would like to make Iris strong. I would like to make Rajesh strong. I would like to make Anil strong. I would like my people to become super strong. That's what I mean by trust and intimacy. And that is what I believe every human being should be. Or I go to Anil and Anil should be able to say, Naren, ये मैं नहीं दे पाऊंगा, ये आप डेकाथलॉन से ले लो, यहां से मत लो. फिर भी मैं सोचेगा यार मेरे को वो माल ही नहीं चाहिए. मतलब इच्छा ही नहीं होगी कहीं और से जाके लेने की. अरे दोस्ती है यार. थोड़े ना फ्लाइट में दोनों साथ में बैठे थे, उसके बाद में नीचे दोनों को कल्याणी नगर भी आने का है तो भी अलग अलग टैक्सी लेते हैं, लेकिन साथ में बैठे थे. ऐसा थोड़े ना है. फिर रिश्ते कहां है, डेप्थ कहां है, मोहब्बत किधर है? I will say two things to you now, and with that we will close this discussion. You never dream based on your capacity. You always dream based on your team's capacity. You should never dream based on your capacity. You should dream based on your team's capacity. Last Saturday, we had a program with 10,000 teacher registrations. क्या program हो गया? But we didn't want a 10,000 teachers का program based on my personal capacity. मैं कितने teacher को लाएगा? And then we were discussing and Joe said, Poppy, ये है, ये है, ये है, ये है, ये है. ये सब लोग है ना, 10,000 कर लेंगे हम लोग. हम लोग 10,000 कर लेंगे. Today we are having an extraordinary program on parenting with Bajaj Life Insurance. They don't share their logo with anyone, but they are sharing the logo with Wow Parenting at an equal level. In all the promos, you will see Wow Parenting first and Bajaj later on. Because they value Wow Parenting so much. And when we were thinking what to do, we said the same thing. चलो 10,000 लोगों को लेके आते. बेटो हो जाएगा पापा. कैसे करेगी? अरे विजय है ना, अरे राज है ना, अरे मोहित है ना, अरे आदित्य है ना, अरे ताहिरा है ना. And she immediately rattled off a list of people and she said, Poppy, 10,000 parents. Not on my capacity. My capacity is very limited. But we dream based on the power of our team. And when I say team, I'm not saying just people. I'm saying team जहां रात को 2 बजे उनको उठा सकते हैं. ए सिद्धू तू क्या अभी सो रहा है, काम पेंडिंग है, चल उठ. That kind of a team. KMM is not me. It's team. Yesterday, I was meeting this kid called Navya. I'll be speaking about Navya in the next Sunday's life lesson and again in today's evening's program, but just to give you a small highlight. And next Sunday, I'll be interviewing Navya for all of you. This kid is doing this new batch, the latest batch, batch 133. She was a student in DAV school in Aunds. She has never scored more than 45% marks. In class 9, as a part of Keep Moving movement, Shazia went as a teacher in her class. Haan, Tahir bhai?
Yes.
You should pass this on to Shazia. Huh?
Positively, yes.
And Navya says, my life completely changed. That year, she scored 78%. Next year, 10th exam, she was the highest in DAV Aund with 98.3%. She got admitted into BITS Pilani. And hold your horses. She has been placed through campus at Amazon at a starting salary of 45 lakhs per year. And she gives complete credit to KMM. She says, wow, I could have done nothing like this. 45% is the highest he has scored till 8th standard. She says, Shazia Didi changed my life. Yesterday when we were talking about this in the office, Tahira came and said, unbelievable. मतलब मैंने ये सोचा था कि 80% वाले 95 तक जाएंगे, 45 वाली 98, KMM इतना पावरफुल है, मतलब वॉलंटियर्स के कंधे पे कैसी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. हर वॉलंटियर के क्लास में जो 45% वाला बच्चा है, oh my God, they can score 98. And she was zapped. She said, ये बच्ची है. If Shazia is not there in the team, this wouldn't have been possible. If Shazia did not have the right MP who can push Shazia and say, Shazia, good speech, but thoda yahan pe aur power chahiye. If the AC had not done a great job, this wouldn't have happened. Which means understand what a team can do. So you don't dream based on your capacity. If you do that, you will always be limited. Don't go by how these companies are formed. Tata Sons Limited, Tata Motors Limited. Companies limited hoti hai. Human beings are unlimited. We should be able to say team unlimited, KMM unlimited. But when is this possible? Only when you believe in a team and you create a team where there is transparency and intimacy. And Shazia was working in life school at that point of time. So you want to create these kind of magic. Oh boy, you have to trust and be intimate in a group of people where we together dream. And that's my dream about the fraternity of life school. Trust and intimacy in completeness. अभी मेरे को घर में स्कैफोल्डिंग कराना है, कुछ एल्यूमिनियम का काम कराना है, वो 1 फुट का भी हुआ ना, टायर बाइट has 4 million, 5 million square feet, but we'll still call टायर बाइट. हमारा घर का काम है भाई, बात खत्म. So trust, intimacy. And a final word. I said I'll tell you 2 more things. So one is you dream based on the capacity of your team. And for you to create that kind of a team, you must be a person to be trusted and where somebody can be intimate. And what is required from that person? Only one word: reliability. In the last Berry session that we had, I spoke about this word, reliability. What does it mean? अगर तुमको कुछ काम दिया है, दुनिया इधर की उधर हो जाए, काम हो जाएगा. That's reliability. As simple as that. Where your word is everything. Where you are not just going to put your 100% effort. That is trust. You will do the best you can. That's trust. Reliability goes ahead and says, I don't care about 100%, I will deliver. That's reliability. Work with reliable people. The more you have unreliable people around you, the less you will do in life. So if you can delegate some work to somebody, and that person then says, नहीं मैं कोशिश किया, हुआ नहीं, भूल गया, अच्छा अब भी करता हूं. अरे यार 4 बजे तक करना चाहिए, शाम को 6:30 बजे पूछा, हो गया, अब भी करता हूं. अबे 4 बजे तो होने वाला था, अभी 6:30 बजे है. नहीं अब भी करता हूं ना. रिलायबल नहीं है बात. रिलायबल नहीं है मतलब वैल्यू जीरो. Develop yourself as a person who is completely reliable. बोला है तो होगा ही होगा, और जैसा चाहिए वैसा होगा. With character, with relationship, with friendship, with promises, with transactions, with money, completely reliable. Then you are ready for a leap. If you don't have the mindset of reliability, then you will only manage things. उसमें मजा नहीं. You can't create a revolution based on somehow I'll manage things. If I have to pay 1 lakh to Jiggy and Jiggy को बोलता हूँ ठीक है आजा, Jiggy comes to office, I give him 30,000. He says अरे 1 लाख था, अरे कहीं भाग थोड़े ना रहा हूँ, 30 दिया ना, रखना तू. अरे बाकी को तो और भी नहीं दिया, देता हूं ना मैं तेरे को. मैं रिलायबल नहीं. Jignesh would have thought Naren will give 1 lakh on the basis of that he's made promises to people, because he's not going to keep that 1 lakh in his house. And then Jignesh now has to make phone calls to people and say, मैं part payment देता हूं. And they say, क्या? And the whole world becomes an unreliable world. Be a reliable person. That is the essence of a great team. So dream based on the capacity, deliver based on reliability. Now magic will happen. And if you do not surround yourself with reliable people, where you have to chase everybody with one lathi or with one chabuk, you won't function at your peak. Now look around and you will understand. If you are doing extraordinarily well in your work, it must be because you are surrounded with reliable people. And if you are somehow struggling and managing, it must be you have enough unreliable pieces in your machine. From next Sunday, what I want to do in Life Lessons is, every Sunday I want to interview one life schooler for about 20 minutes. Every Sunday. I want to introduce you to some glorious people in the fraternity. I want you to know who are the kind of people who are there. Unfortunately, not many people are in the habit of talking about themselves. But we have an extraordinary group of people. And I would like to introduce you guys to one person at a time. So almost every life lesson, we will be interviewing one person. Sometimes it will be one person from the senior citizens club that we have. So people who have been there for 5 years plus. And sometimes it will be this new generation which is coming in. And we are having extraordinary people who are coming in. Really top class people. Like the head of product design of Apple is doing this current batch 133. And he's a Sardar. So we'll be interviewing him. The head of research for Microsoft is a life schooler. We would be interviewing her. And like that, I will introduce you to some beautiful people in the fraternity. So that you have pride in the fraternity we belong to. This is not an ordinary group of people. This is an extraordinary group of people. I want to start a few more things in the fraternity, but I will tell all that to you one at a time. So if there is any one of you who wants to be interviewed, please let me know. While there are some people about whom I know, there will be enough people over here about whom I don't know, because we didn't have the chance to have a deep conversation per se. Like there may be somebody over here who has, for all that I know, cycled from Pune to Kanyakumari and back. And we may not even know. But so much of mind power is required to do something like that. So if you have done something really nice and wonderful, please feel free to tell me. It's not about boasting, but it's about making people understand who you are so that we function as a team and we dream on each other's capacity. So if we have to do a fitness and lifestyle project, unless a TJ Nayak, unless a Purushottam Chawla, unless a Ritesh are present, वो project के बारे में नहीं सोच सकते. And when we have these kind of people, Snehaj, Gurmail, Anil, and we have Malhar, सोच सकते हैं कि यार ये सब टीम है ना अपनी, फिर ही हम कर सकते. एक टीम नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? So appeal to all of you, build a good team. Have reliable people in that team. Nurture it through trust and intimacy. Every now and then sit in the seat of silence, drop that I, and experience that spirituality. And with these, you and me should be able to live an extraordinary life. Before we complete today's life lesson, I'll sum up the discussion in one sentence, then I'll ask you what is your takeaway from today's session. How to judge a person who pretends to be my best friend, but is also close to my enemy. I will maintain a relationship. Because that one gesture does not mean everything is wrong. It just means they have some needs which I was not able to fulfill. But it will be difficult to be intimate again. It will be difficult to think as one. Like today, I know if there is something in sports, some kind of collaboration, I can think, ये हमारा शक्ति स्पोर्ट्स कर लेगा. I can feel like one. ये हमारा है. That intimacy may not happen. I will go back to peace. I will introspect. But intimacy may not happen. Intimacy is possible when I am for you and you are for me. Intimacy is not possible when I am for you, but you may not be there for me. You may be there for A, B, C, D, E, F, and you might be there for N also. फिर intimacy नहीं है. So will I love? Yes, I will love because my nature is to love. Love all. But intimacy may not be possible. Let me ask you, what was your takeaway from today's session? Anybody? So Sidhu over here is making a point, and his point is, actually in life nobody is our enemy. If my behavior is right with people, and if I can accept the consequences, somebody might become intimate, somebody may not become intimate, and that should be okay to me, then there is no question of enemies whatsoever. It's beautiful. Yes, Vikas?
The statement "Har mein Hari hai," I think a very, very powerful statement.
Yeah.
Whenever I go through something and I could realize and anchor on to that statement, I think I would be more peaceful. Peace would be easier. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. So, जे में जानू साचो भक्ति, हर में हर को पाऊं. That's the true bhakti. Otherwise, it's not bhakti yet. Thank you for coming. Love you all.